But traffic in New York City make it. And David.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Irving. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Now here's Embiid on the wing. Green. Irving against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And then Durant with the dunk.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that. Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Curry passes to Simmons. Harris kicks to Curry. The dish to Simmons. The rebound by the Nets.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up. That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Here's Harris. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. That one goes. Count it. Simmons got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Irving for 3. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. He's 6'10", the guard, pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher, of course.
Now, here is Harden. Jordan finds KD. They get it again.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Simmons against Durant. Right side Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And that one's good, Irving.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 6 points. The 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Curry dishes to Embiid. Here's Simmons. That shot missing. Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Out to Harris. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way. The 8-footer. Simmons can't get it to go.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Simmons with it. He's got 12. Curry passes to Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Harden with it. Now defended by Embiid. Harden's shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. The feed to Harris. Outside for Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Harden. The putback. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the foot.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Nets out in front. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports back in.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. The 76ers trailing.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Harden left side. And Harden with the stuff.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Milton the pass to Howard. They double team Howard. Hill up top. He's guarded by Johnson. And the shot is long.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Hill dishes to Howard. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
Here's Harden. Johnson. Great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Milton finds Howard, and Hill has it in the corner. Now, here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Pass to Thybulle. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Axie's checked in for Philadelphia. Nets leading by 6. Outside Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. He kicks to Howard. The pass to Maxey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Tobias Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And Curry subbed in for Hill. And that one's good, Irving. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Maxey passes to Harris. Now Embiid. Up top, Simmons. Defended by Durant. And Curry, here we go.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Ben Simmons.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Irving passes to Brown. The kick out to Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got a pair of triples in the second now for Brooklyn.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Harris with him. He's picked up by KD. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Maxey passes to Curry, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter. The deep three from Irving. And the Nets, another three.
I like how Irving feels the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
What a performance for Kyrie.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 15 points and 1. And that should...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his length, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
Count the basket. Jordan's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
It's the Nets now.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
From the high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
Got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
Curry dishes to Embiid. Back to Curry. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Harden inside the three-point line, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Harden scanning the floor. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 15.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Curry with the putback, and staying with the play, Harris.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work you're getting after it on the glass.
Nets leading by 10. Harden outside. Harden draws the double to the paint. Durant kicks to Jordan. Here's Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Oh, man, he's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Embiid in the corner. Simmons on the wing, defended by Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. They're leading by 8. Passes it to KD. Inside, Jordan kicks to Harden. And it's blocked by Simmons.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. And the layup is good.
And 6'10" Simmons, I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
From deep, Harden. KD passes to Harden. Another miss by Harden. The 76ers trail by 8. Green kicks to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Simmons. And stolen by Harris. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
On its way from Curry for 2. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back at... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The 76ers trail by 10. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Shake Milton is out there with George Hill. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Brown. Johnson outside. Outside Griffin. Over in the corner, Green. And stolen by Thybulle. Hilton the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Johnson against Hill. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's good from Johnson. Good on both. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Milton finds Howard. Here's Hill. Here's Korkmaz. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Dwight Howard.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
No question, he got bumped.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Griffin.
But this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Hill kicks to Milton. It's back to Hill. Yep, it counts.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Brown feeling out a bit. Unable to get that one. Excellent D from Howard. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between them.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
But drive by
Did you see that?
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots on big possessions.
Durant, the pass to Irving. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Outside for Curry. To the middle, a second chance effort, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
1:21 left in the fourth. Nets leading by 4. Now Harden. And the rejection by Embiid.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Money!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers, trailing by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
Look at the fearlessness. It comes into play when we talk about Simmons. He's a force inside.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Irving with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Remarkable, the poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
Now here's Harden. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Matchup. We'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first... here from our very own
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Atlanta, they've got John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Capella in at the center position. Now, here is Young. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Young with the ball. Down low. That's good from Collins on the assist by Young. Collins has got his second basket of the game. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Now here's Harden. Feeds to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. And he misses his first shot of the game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovic. No good there. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And so just over a minute and a half played. Collins against Durant. Here's Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
Young looking around. Over Jordan, and it's blocked by Jordan. And they're moving it up. The high post shot. No good from Irving. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Collins kicks to Young. Back to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 6.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Harden the pass to Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Now, here is Young. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And finished off by Collins.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Harden. And he lays it straight in.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Now Young. Plenty of space. That one wide left.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Outside for Durant. There's the three. Offensive rebound, Nets. Young against Harden. Here's Herter. Shoots over Brown. Herter, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy hoop.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Herter, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top, up by 6. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. Here's Irving. Rebound by the Hawks.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line. How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Pass to Okongwu. Green against Gallinari. He gets it in there. Gallinari's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the wing, Irving. Gallinari covering. Green, the pass to Irving. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, he's got the size and strength. Gallinari doing work on the glass.
Irving against Dunn. Irving attacking, finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Williams dishes to Okongwu. Dunn outside. Hawks passing it around. Now here's Okongwu. Defended by Griffin. Another shot. Offensive rebound. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. Williams passes to Okongwu. To the wing on the left. Here's Hunter. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Pass to Irving. And stolen by Dunn. And Griffin sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Johnson in for Brown. Here's Okongwu. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside. Now the pass to Griffin. Back to Green. Irving looking for an opening. Off target on the 15-footer. The Hawks leading by 10. Outside Williams. 1:22 left to play here in the half. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Gallinari down low. He's covered by Irving. Here's Okongwu. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Griffin finds Johnson. And here is Irving. Back to Johnson. Passes to Irving. Griffin with it. And stolen by Okongwu. Done outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Luwawu, the pass to Green. It's stolen by Green. Inside, here's Griffin. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Young against Harden. Outside, Bogdanovich. It's Collins with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you... And...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. John Collins has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter, covered by Irving. And here's Young, 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
The deep 3 from Harden. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 16-point game.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Herder. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here is Irving. This one for three. Collins grabs the miss. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Capella kicks to Collins. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 18.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Young with the ball. From deep three-point range, that one misses.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Shot by Collins, no good. Nets trail by 15. Durant kicks to Harris. Three-pointer. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Herder. And the three off target. Nets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. They grabbed their own miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Harden outside. Young with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Collins. Shoots over KD. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so it's Atlanta feeling good about their 17-point. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Johnson in a point. Nets trail by 17. Luwawu, the pass to Green. Johnson outside, out to the right wing. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shoots from the high post. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Williams passes to Gallinari. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gallinari's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hawks. Harden scanning the floor. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Gallinari against Harden. Tips it, and Crane is right there.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
The Hawks leading by 17. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Johnson against Bogdanovich. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do, find his open teammates.
Williams dishes to Bogdanovich. Okongwu kicks to Williams. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The three from Harden. And the Nets, another three.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Williams passes to Gallinari. And taken away by Johnson. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Now the feed to Griffin. Green kicks to Harden. 16 feet away. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And he comes up with the deuce.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Another miss by Harden. Atlanta leading by 18. Outside Williams. Kicks to Okongwu. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. A rebound by the Nets. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Onyeka Okongwu.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Here's Atlanta. 16-point lead. Williams passes to Bogdanovich. Okongwu kicks to Williams. To the paint. And Okongwu slams it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Griffin. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Williams passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to D8.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing.
Thanks, DA. They're down a body tonight, but it didn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Dunn is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Young with the ball. Pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Simmons passes to Harris. Now Green. Pass to Curry. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons against Dunn. Shots good by Simmons.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Outside Collins. Dunn passes to Collins. Back to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Curry is inside, defended by Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And Embiid drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Collins kicks to Hunter. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Green. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Chris Dunn. Here's Williams, lays it up and banks it in. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's Harris following the basket by Trae Young. Harris passes to Embiid. Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. Harris trying to get free.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And stolen by Simmons. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Young.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. And the pass to Milton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Williams passes to Huerter. Williams looking around. Pass to Gallinari. Down low, Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Pass to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Poke loose. Maxey passes to Howard. Clock at 4. Over to the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Huerter. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
We've got Matisse Thybulle actually out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The Hawks leading by 6.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Huerter following the basket by Dwight Howard. Inside, here's Okongwu. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Curry passes to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. Passes it to Maxey. It's Curry outside. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Simmons checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari comes in for Huerter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Huerter, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Green finds Curry. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Huerter. Atlanta leading by 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Hill dishes to Howard. Simmons looking around. Hill with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Hill passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Williams dishes to Okongwu. Simmons against Gallinari. Williams passes to Okongwu. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Dunn after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Dunn kicks to Collins. Back to Dunn. Hawks passing it around. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Simmons. It's stolen by Capella. Young outside. The feed to Capella. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Dunn. And slam dunk by Harris.
Nice effort by Harris, attacking, being aggressive around the rim.
Now Dunn. Young looking around. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Simmons dishes to Green. Simmons passes to Embiid. And here is Milton. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And now a 9-point Atlanta lead.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. He dishes it to Embiid. Here's Harris. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 9 points. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Young. 76ers getting the bucket. Dunn outside. Out to the right wing. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
The Hawks leading by 8. For the three. Hits it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Curry looking around. Simmons on the wing. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Seth Curry. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Young, and it's Williams in for Dunn. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Simmons against Williams. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Simmons against Williams. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Now, here is Gallinari. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Bogdanovich. Gallinari controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Following up on the miss, one thing about Gallinari, cannot question his work ethic.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Shot from 12. Here's Okongwu, and it's blocked. Now, here's Thybulle. Not a lot of room. Harris kicks to Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. And there's the pass to Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxey's got his first bucket in this one.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
The Hawks leading by 11. Outside Williams. That one good for 2. Williams has got 8.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thybulle with the ball. Working on Williams. Korkmaz kicks to Howard. Over Okongwu. Howard can't hit.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. Now here's Embiid. He's got 8 over Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And Embiid drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Young outside. From deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Curry, here we go.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Maxey out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Collins. Here's Dunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Simmons finds Green. And here's Maxey. Count it.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Hawks leading by 9. Young outside. Feeds it to Collins. And stolen by Simmons. An even 3-on-3 break. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Young outside. Inside, Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Maxey passes to Green. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. Crafty move. And it's good on the way in. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way, he's still able to complete the play.
Dunn passes to Collins. Lays it up off the glass.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
The 76ers trail by 9. Simmons with it. Right wing. Embiid wide open. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Over Maxey. Off the left rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Curry. A 3-ball. Kept alive. Here's Embiid. And there it is for him.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here's Dunn. Young dishes to Collins. And it's blocked by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Here's Young. Shot from 12. And that one goes long.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. Oh, my! Wow. And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Pass to Herter. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Moves back up. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Hawks lead by 5.
just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Putting the pass to Simmons. Yes!
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It's good!
Anytime you need a bucket, Gallinari looks to provide. Takes a lot of pride in his game.
Now Simmons.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harris on the double team. To the middle. Capella. Money!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And here's Simmons for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. From deep. Can't get it to fall. And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast here in Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And it's good for 2.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Green finds Simmons. Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Pulls up. A nice shot by Irving.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The 76ers making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden outside. Fires from 18. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
The pass to Durant. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Stolen by Durant.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Eibel with the ball. Working on Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Releases from 15. But they get it back. Nets trail by 5. And stolen by Thibault. Passes it to Howard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Irving. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Thibault, the pass to Hill. Reverses.
Really terrific work from Hill. Angling his body perfectly on the shot and forcing the defense to act.
For Philadelphia, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Korkmaz. No good on the last second attempt there. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Actually out there with George Hill. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in for Korkmaz. And a change for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. Harden, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from James Harden.
And, you know, sometimes you feel like every single jumper Harden takes is going in, especially from that in-between area.
Howard dishes to Harris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Seth Curry comes in for Hill. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers leading by 3.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
Irving's checked in for James Harden. The free throw drops for Embiid. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And Brooklyn turns it over again. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. And Simmons kicks to Green. Simmons against Durant. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Irving. Claxton, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Claxton's got his first 2 points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Simmons finds Embiid. Back to Simmons. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And Simmons slams it in.
It's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. Embiid drives in.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Simmons, and a change for the Nets. Harden's checked in.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Harris passes to Thybulle. And here is Milton. Dishes it to Harris. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good. Nets trail by 14. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Man, it's so impressive the way Durant gets that floater off so fast. I mean, at nearly 7 feet tall with guard-like quickness, that should almost be outlawed.
Milton the pass to Harris. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball, followed.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points and that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And a wide open look for Irving. Almost, but it rolls out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
No good from Simmons. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
And the rejection by Embiid. Now Simmons, he's got 20. And Curry has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 14. Durant, and stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Goes up, and Simmons slams it in.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everybody.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick-and-roll situations.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
The 76ers have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And the technical free throw is good. A shot by Milton, no good. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
It's Harden with the drive. Lays it up and off the glass. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Ahead. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And the jam by Harden.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Hill finds Milton. It's back to Hill. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Griffin with the ball. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Brown. Jordan dishes to KD. Here's Irving. And no good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Milton kicks to Hill. And he banks in the layup. Hill's got his second bucket.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
Hill against Harden.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The 76ers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. KD looking around. Pass to Harris. Back to KD. And so it's Philadelphia sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Thybulle. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Curry's checked in for the 76ers.
Checking in for the 76ers, Seth Curry.
From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Nets trail by 14. Irving attacking. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Curry against Harris. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Curry. And the 76ers lead by 14. For 3, Harris. Here's Claxton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Fires from 18. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Durant down low. Curry meets him. KD with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Maxey doesn't go for him. Nets trail by 10. Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. That cuts the lead to single digits.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the lob for Harris. There's the pass to Maxey. Kicks it to Curry. Over Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. Curry can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Wasted no time on that one. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. High post, Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeff Green picks one up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Curry.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And stolen by Harris. Got a piece of it. Here's Irving. And they pick up 2.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Down low. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Wide open. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Simmons inside. Guarded by KD.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's the lob for Harris. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Maxey, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Now the dish to Embiid. He lobs it up. Harris, no good. Here we go, one-on-one. And on the way from Irving for 3, Simmons pulls it in. So Philadelphia wins it. It was up. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Collins in at the power forward. And for Brooklyn, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Collins. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. KD's shot is off.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
Harden outside. Durant down low. Working on Collins. Jordan kicks to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The 3 from Harden. And the Nets miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella is going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Last break here. Here come the Hawks for the finish, and finished off by Collins.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the 3 ball is good.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Collins up top, defended by Durant. Collins, good.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here's KD. Here is Harden. Passes it to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got 5 now.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 8. Great D that time from Jordan.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Atlanta leading by 3. Young pass to Collins. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to KD. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Kevin Durant not only feels like he can score from everywhere, he does. So when he's that close, just count it.
Young outside. And it's sent back by KD. And here we go. Harden.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Young inside. He's guarded by Johnson, but he recovers it. Here's Gallinari. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Gallo almost pushes 7 feet, so he comes up with the offensive rebound and putback because of his size.
Irving for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's John Collins making highlights for Atlanta. He got... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Green on out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Hawks. From 8. And he connects with the jumper. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here is Williams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. Atlanta leading by 4. The pass to Herter. Feeds it to Okongwu. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Irving against Williams. Back to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Again, Irving missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Really left alone that time. Herter's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
Williams against Irving.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Okongwu with it. Williams inside. Brown's there. The Nets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. A nice shot by Irving.
Now that pull-up shot right there, that ain't easy. And Kyrie, he made it look easy.
Atlanta leading by 6. Williams scanning the floor. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Capella, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 11-point game. Brown dishes to Harden. Durant trying to break free.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
The Hawks leading by 9. Dunn looking over the floor. Kicks it to Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
The feed now to Dunn. Kicks it out to Collins. Capella, high post. KD's on him. That's good from Collins on the assist from Capella. Collins has got 12 points in the game. Now Harris. He has 5. Dishes to Harden. Takes the 3. Nets passing it around. Shoots. Rebound Atlanta.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Snell kicks to Collins. Over Harris. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And so it's Atlanta.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. There was no stopping John Collins in the first half. He had 12 points. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. John Collins has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Harden against Young. And here's KD for 3. Good on the three-point shot. KD's got his second basket.
And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Passes to Capella. To the paint. Young, no good. Nets trail by 12.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number one choice, and that was Trae Young.
Now, here is Young. There's the dish to Capella. Here's Snell. He kicks to Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. To the wing right side. Durant with the steal. Jordan with it. And guarded by Capella. That's good from Harris on the assist by Jordan. Harris has got 7.
He's a decent passer at his position, DeAndre Jordan, with a solid understanding of what happens on that play and how he can keep players involved.
Now, here's Collins. 12 points for him. Bogdanovich against Harris. And stolen by Harris. And here's KD for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Snell finds Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Johnson, and it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Here's Luwawu. Inside. Here's Griffin. Get that out of here.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. And the second free throw, good. 1:20 left in the third. Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Griffin. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Johnson timing that catch and shoot perfectly. He gave the D no chance to get to him.
51 seconds left in the third. Pass to Williams. He feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Okongwu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Okongwu's now got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Johnson, that's for 2. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. We've got Harden. He's out there with Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's Dunn. And it's Gallinari missing. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Jeff Green. Harden against Young. Harden, that's good.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now, here is Young. just over a minute played here in the fourth. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's the Nets now after the basket by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Irving against Bogdanovich. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Irving. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Harden outside. Feeds to Jordan. Here's Durant. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Young. And it's Durant missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Okongwu. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Nets trail by 11. In the corner, Irving with it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
It doesn't matter if you have a hand in his face. If Kyrie gets himself into that kind of rhythm, he is a tough shot maker.
Harden against Young. The putback, and it's Gallinari on the follow.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. The Hawks leading by 10. Here's Hunter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Harden against Young. Harden kicks to Irving. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And stolen by Jordan. Harden with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Irving from long range. That shot is off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. The pass to Gallinari. Stolen by Durant. Harden outside. Pass to Durant. Back to Harris. From downtown. For three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Atlanta.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Gallinari following the three from Kevin Durant. Over Durant. Second chance shot. James Harden with the rebound. Jordan the pass to Irving. No good on the three. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Moments away is... Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports. And DA.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, they've got Dunn. Collins is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Dunn. Young outside. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Curry passes to Embiid. Lays it up off the glass. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. It's Young on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And Capella with the basket on the assist by Young.
Terrific at catching in there at the basket. I mean, his hands are great. Capella uses that size to his advantage.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid, and Capella sends it back. Outside, Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Now here's Curry. Dishes it to Simmons. Back to Curry. Pass to Embiid. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. Back to Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Harris trying to get free. Pass to Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to stay down on the shot fake. I mean, once Embiid has you in the air, the rest is easy.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fade.
And the shot goes in. Embiid's got 5.
Oh, man. Making outstanding use of the mid-range area. The big man, Embiid, he enjoys mixing this shot up in from time to time.
Now, here's Dunn. Young, right side. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 6 points for him. The 76ers trail by 3. Simmons finds Green. And stolen by Dunn. And again, it's Atlanta.
The closer Dunn is to the basket, the more effective he is. Quality possessions from a guard.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Outside Curry. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter comes in for Young, and it's Williams in for Dunn. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Hill passes to Simmons. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, I like how hard he crashes the glass. Simmons knows he has the size and timing to keep possessions alive.
Williams passes to Huerter. And stolen by Harris. Williams against Embiid. Here's Hill. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Williams passes to Huerter. Williams scanning the floor. The shot missing. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Embiid against Collins. Milton the pass to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
This is as high percentage of a shot as you can get for Embiid. He's a powerhouse of a player. He loves to dunk.
Williams inside. He's against Hill. Williams gets the bucket.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
From deep. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead by 1. After this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Now, what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at the 2-guard spot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Back to Williams. Okongwu with it, working on Howard. With the floater, and Williams gets it to go on the assist by Okongwu.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spots. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Here's Howard. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Williams passes to Huerter. On the wing, Williams. In the corner, it's Hunter. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Okongwu, the pass to Herter. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Williams inside. Started by Howard. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 1. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Now here's Maxey. And there's the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent. He always knows where to roll to the right spot.
Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kicks to Williams. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Korkmaz passes to Maxey. Back to Korkmaz. On the wing, Green. Passes it to Maxey. And stolen by Hunter. Outside Williams. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 5. Count that one. And now a 3-point Hawks lead. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Williams passes to Herter. He dishes it to Gallinari. Now the 76ers on the break. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's the fast break. And there's Hunter on the assist from Gallinari. Hunter's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Green, the pass to Maxey. And here now is Thibault. That one drops for him. Thibault's got 6.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Williams passes to Hunter. Gallinari outside. The dish to Williams. The shot misses. Great D that time from Howard.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Green, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Another block, and he's able to get it back. Here's Korkmaz, and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Dunn is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Collins in at the power forward position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. 4 on the shot clock. For the lead. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here's Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Curry on the wing. Defended by Young. Here's Harris. Curry dishes to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot with 1 on the clock. Collins grabs the miss.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
A nice shot by Young. Young's got 8.
With the all-around game of Bogdanovich, I mean, terrific read to find his teammates there. Love to see it.
The 76ers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Embiid finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Capella. Collins dishes to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Curry. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
It might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. You just need to calm down, play their game. Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Harris up top. Capella covering. Here's Simmons for the lead, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Oh, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Danny Green.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. In it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
It helps to have a big man with a J. I love watching Embiid shoot the ball like this.
Here's Young. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harris finds Hill. Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Embiid. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter. The Hawks trail it. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Young passes to Capella. Young against Hill. Young's shot is good. Young's got 12 in the game.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Milton kicks to Simmons. Embiid in the corner. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Snell dishes to Capella. And here's Young. 12 points for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Hunter's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Tony Snell. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in for Harris. Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here's Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. High post, Howard. Milton the pass to Howard. Goes back up. Gallinari with the rebound.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And that one released in time, but no good. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Hill, and it's Green in at the 3. The 76ers trail by 5. Inside, here's Howard. Here's Curry. Atlanta with the rebound. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Hunter. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Outside Curry. Pass to Thybulle. Howard with it. Ball stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Simmons checked in for Hill. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And they double up Simmons. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
Atlanta leading by 7. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Young, and it's sent back by Howard. Curry passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
Young dishes to Dunn. Back to Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Simmons' shot is good.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Dunn passes to Collins. He kicks to Young. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Now Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. Good work defensively by Capella. Offside Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Capella. And it's blocked. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trae Young. Simmons can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 3. Hunter dishes to Capella. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Remarkable, the poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
On against Curry. Now the pass to Capella. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Simmons.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for Gallinari. He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Good!
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Huerter passes to Okongwu. Back to Huerter to win the game.